Hi guys, good day. Maybe good morning, maybe good afternoon, maybe good evening. Whatever time you're listening to us, welcome to another episode. Or scratch that. Welcome to the 2025 first episode of Person Never Rest. It's 12 days into the new year, and we apologize for being away for so long. We missed you guys, and we hope you missed us as much as we did. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce our co-host and everyone's favorite human, Zimuzo Alibaba Chibo Keke.
Love it. Everybody's, actually, I think I mistake you. Wait, hold on, yeah. Say that thing you said again. Without further ado, just say it again.
So guys, without further ado, allow me to introduce our co-host and everyone's favorite human.
What?
Nami Jones.
You feel up.
Nami mess up. Nami mess up. Hey.
You please add that drum roll to my name. This 2025, you won't call my name without some respect. Well, anyway, Happy New Year, guys. Let me bring some excitement into this. I feel like you probably have figured that we've been playing around with the sound, so you might be hearing some weird ass sounds during this episode. Just take it as it is. Before I start the pleasantries, yeah, let me first. I've said Happy New Year, but Zikora.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. So before I start the pleasantries, let me start this episode as we ended the Christmas episode, because I remember us saying that we wanted to end it in peace, so we didn't have a wager. So for this episode, or this year, since we ended 2024 in peace, we'll start 2025 with small violence. So let me first introduce the wager before we start any of this, whatever we're about to do. So I was doing some, it wasn't really research, but I was just running through my phone, and I was reading this thing about the most commonly used words in spoken English. So you see things like the word like, which I apparently cannot do without. But there's words like that and exactly. So there are certain words that just frequently occurring. So I was running these words through our old episodes, and for this wager, we've decided to pick a word that is not so frequently occurring but is quite high in our vocabulary, and we'll try our best to do without it throughout this episode. So basically, we might not succeed, but for every time I say this word, Zikora gets a point. And for every time Zikora says this word, I get a point. As long as I spot it anyway, because Zikora might say it and I don't spot it, then it goes like that. I'm explaining to the audience, but Zikora, you understand, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Further down.
Good. So today's word is because. And in case you're wondering why I chose this word, not really, but I'll just run you through some of the stats. The last Christmas episode, we said between me, Zikora, and all the friends that recorded Christmas messages, which I'm grateful for anyway. Um, we said the word because 70 times. 70 times. Then,
Mm.
the no memo episode as well. Said it
Yeah.
72 times. The two truths
Mm.
and a lie, we said it 48 times, which I don't
Wow.
know. I think that was not even that high. So sharpen your, I don't know, Zik, sharpen your vocabulary, because you'll be hearing a lot of by reason of as consequence of and all those
But
things. Just
for if we had like 72, like on an average 70, you'd see
yeah.
that that 50 out of that 70 is you.
No, because it's not my bag, bro. You know this. Like if
Do
if
you
you
want us
said
to
something,
spice things up?
if you said
No, do you want
it
us to
depends.
spice things up?
It depends. It
Hmm?
depends on the spice. It
No,
depends
no,
on the
wait,
spice.
no. No. Let's add like.
I'm not. I'm not adding like.
Uh, are you a coward? Let's add
Bro.
like. Like.
I have. My brain will glitch if I have.
That's
If
the
we use
point.
like. There's no
I want
way.
witnesses. I want witnesses. That's why I
Let
brought it
me
here.
wait. Hold
I
on.
need witnesses.
Let me quickly run a transcript check on like. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last episode. Christmas by Ghost of Christmas Past.
Ghost
Yeah.
of Christmas Past. Yeah.
We used like 151 times.
You used like
No,
100
no, no.
times.
We used 151 times. So you want us to take a word we said 151 times and just take it out of our vocabulary for an episode without glitching? You're taking the
Imakwa.
piss. I'm doing the wager. I will do it because today before I die. Please. Thank you. So, I think we'll start now. Or
Okay.
do you need time to let the because out? As many you can say as many becauses as you can now.
No. Let's fire down. So the way just starts now. Yeah.
Yeah, the wager has begun.
Okay.
So let's now actually begin with the podcast. So Zik, have you been? How have the first 12, 13 days of your year been? What have you been doing for the past 20 days? Let us know.
Okay. So guys, since the last episode, that's the Christmas Day episode. I know I sounded so excited to finally be celebrating Christmas. But sadly, I was working during the holidays. So while people were enjoying the Christmas cheer, I was technically saving lives. So that counts.
As a
Now,
man, yes.
yeah. So for the first 12 days of the year, I don't know how to say this plainly, but it's been 12 days of 2025 or 12 days of January, and I am tired.
You never see anything. You know,
Yeah.
funny enough, like I woke up random. I'm still going to let you finish, but I
Yeah.
think 3 days ago I woke up, went to my living room, and I saw a cat.
You
I
saw your
don't know.
ex.
I don't know how to feel about it.
You saw your ex.
Hey, it's not me they'll come for. It's not me they'll come for. It's you they'll come for.
They're
But
already
I
sending
just
cats your way, so I'm safe.
I just didn't know how to feel about it because the Nigerian in me was like, but then anyway. By the way, continue please.
So, first 12 days of the year, I'm tired. Basically because work has kicked in full gear. And it's been work. A lot of renovations happened in my workplace. So, we've got some new equipment, a new building and everything. So, more people are coming in to get checks and all that. So, it's been one hell of a ride. But
Okay.
I'll be honest, I have enjoyed parts of this first 12 days of the year because I've gotten to celebrate it with family now. So I basically did my Dirty December in January. So I've had family, I've had my G's, and we've just been bonding and kickstarting the year. So I'm tired from every single activity, not just work. And as we all know, January is unnecessarily long. So as a salary earner, we are waiting for the third week, having last week of the month. And for some reason, it's taking too long to come here. But that's how my first 12 days have been. Ali,
To be fair to this very January, to be very fair, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say the truth when there's the truth to be said. To be fair to this January, it's actually been going a bit fast. Slight compared
This
to the
January.
one last year.
Okay.
For me
okay.
anyway. But that's
employed
probably
last year?
What
Were
do
you
you mean by
employed
that?
last year?
I'm
No,
always
I'm
I'm
trying
always
to.
employed in Jesus' name. What do you mean by that?
Amen. Were you happy at your job last year?
To be fair, last year I was probably deep in school, so it was going very slow because I was doing my thesis and
That's
everything.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, but
So
this
time
time I'm
flies when you're
probably
having
doing
fun
less
now. So
work. I wasn't having fun anyway, but I think I'm having not fun, but I started this year with doing less work actually, so I haven't gone down that rabbit hole of work, Rihanna. But like
help yourself.
I crack myself up. I'm sorry. So yeah, basically, so I've that's actually why I'm waking up in the middle of the day and seeing cats in my living room. But it also means that I've been thinking. I've had time to think, which is a problem. For the reason that which is a problem thanks to the fact that I have
Hey,
a lot more time. I feel like one of us has actually used the word already and we didn't even spot
what word?
it. Now me one wine.
Oh, they ask question now. What word?
The word now, thanks to, due
Like,
to, as a consequence of,
like me
like
now.
in the on the grounds of, in view of the fact.
Owing to.
Anyway, so where was I? So yeah, because
One.
you know my problem. My problem is that when you were talking there, I wasn't listening out for it. I'm sure you said it. But anyway.
No, see, I'm an honest person, and I'll be honest with you. Of course, I said it, but you didn't catch it, and I was like, "Oh,
Thank
safe,"
you.
and I'm like,
Thank you.
"Okay,
Thank
there's no
you.
way I won't catch him." So,
Thank you. I'll just try to talk less. So I'll start asking you questions. But back to what I was saying. I've probably been thinking a lot more. I've had time because if you leave me with my thoughts, it's almost like
two,
sorry?
two,
Did I just say it?
yeah.
Well. Okay, wait. If you leave me with my thoughts, I'm going to end up going down a rabbit hole. I'm not going to say it again. Trust me, I'm not going to say it again.
Okay.
So I've just had more time to think, and I don't know if it's particularly been a good thing, and that's basically what this year has been. I know in particular I've been thinking about, because there's this thing I do
3.
where Zikora start talking. Actually, start talking.
There's this thing that you do now. What do you do?
This thing I do where once the year starts, I basically count it as like I add a year to my age immediately the year starts. I don't really wait
Why do you
like
do that?
June. Don't ask me any why. Don't use why. Just don't, stop trying to be smart here. Because June is basically for the celebration, yeah. Once the year starts, I basically just add a year to my year, and I just cannot believe the year I'm turning this year. Like,
You mean 40?
it's not 40 yet, but my 20s are going away from me. So I'm really just wondering where it went to, what I did with it, and if you go down that rabbit hole, you might not come out. You might actually not come out. But I'm going to stop talking now so that you talk, so I get some points. So let me ask you something. Yeah, let me just ask you a question. Let's assume now that we're talking about the 20s and wondering where it went to and what you've done with it. And if you look back in let's say the past 5 to 9 years,
Okay.
due to the fact that you're probably in your late 20s, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. So, is there any period? It doesn't have to be anything deep. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It doesn't have to be a long period. But is there any period in that year or in that period of years where you feel like you absolutely wasted your time? Like it was just a total time waste. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm having to be so careful about the words I say. Who came up with this wager?
It's like just 2 of us on this thing, so it's definitely not me.
I can't wait for you to start talking. Speak.
So what years were an absolute waste? To be fair, yeah. Thinking back on early 20s up until this point, I don't necessarily feel like I don't necessarily feel like any of those years were an absolute waste, owing to the fact that those years came with their own lessons. So even in the crazy moments, even in the points where I was at my lowest or at my lows, they came with valuable lessons that when I look back on them now, I'm actually happy that I went through some of those things. Right now, I like to feel like I'm wiser now, and I wouldn't make those same mistakes again. So there were no wasted years. Every year counted for something. It was either a lesson or a blessing, but all in all, like this, they had to happen. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. I feel like you gave me a very politically correct question, a correct answer anyway. But
Anambra man, kole.
this wager, I've never had to think about my words before I say it before. So it's my head is going in. But anyway, what I mean, I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be, because you're 4-0. You're generalizing like the year as it is, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm talking about periods. I'm talking about it could be the time you spent waiting for an Uber, or um, it could be COVID lockdown, or
Oh,
just
you want
any,
specifics?
very specific stuff, things that
Oh,
made you go,
okay. I'll give you one.
this
I'll give you
this
one
was a
off the top of my
total
head.
waste of time. Yeah.
I'll give you one off the top of my head. Waiting to turn 21. Like, there's a lot of what do I want to? I'm looking for the right word. There's a lot of ay. Why did you choose this way, Joe? Everything is just scrambled in my head.
I swear,
See,
this was
there's
a
so
horror.
much.
This was a terrible. This was a terrible idea, man.
Okay, see. So there's a lot of importance that is attributed to the year you turn 21. It's
Okay.
a major milestone and everything. And to be fair, the year I turned 21 was
You
a
what?
the beginning of a chaotic year for me,
Okay.
school wise and everything. Because I don't know, there was just this feeling of, okay, you're 21 now, you're finally legal, you're an adult by all sense of the word adult. So
Okay.
for some reason, it sparked off the Dora, the explorer in me. So
Okay.
you try to now explore and now see, oh, 21, you can drink now legally. So you're drinking.
Is that a
21.
legal age?
I'm just 21. I don't know your legal age. You probably started drinking at 12. you're not, you're
I
not
don't know.
taking me down with you.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So please leave me alone. 21. So
Ah.
21, you feel like, oh, there's facial hair now. So yes, you can get into a club without having to be scanned from top to bottom by a bouncer. So everything was just, oh, explore this, see that, see this. Looking back at it now, there's no point. It was unnecessary stress that I put myself under, feeling like, oh, you've hit this important milestone, so things have to change. Things didn't necessarily have to change. I don't know if you get what I mean.
So did you waste your time turning 21? I want to understand.
Yeah, from 21 to 22, 21 to 22, yeah, it was a glitch. Like, it's a glitch in my record. 21 to 22 was a major glitch. Looking back at it, you're like, oh, what did I do?
What was happening?
Half of my epic stories, are at that 21 to 22 age. That's where I was like, oh, let's explore. Let's see things. Let's see the world. Now you're legal. Let's see the world. And at the back of your head, you forget that you're also legal to get into trouble now, proper. So
Yeah.
you're young now. It's young and reckless. So that's my own. So for you,
What's for me?
which time lapse, when in your 20s?
I'm very skeptical about answering questions these days, due to the fact that
Scholastica.
they there now. They wine. But anyway, for me, I don't, because
5.
am I really this bad at not saying a word? Like, this is not good. This is actually actually
enjoyable
not
for
good.
me.
This is
so
actually not
enjoyable
good
for me.
because I came up with it.
Just keep talking. If you had added like, you'd be dead by now.
First off, this might be a sign of what I'm talking about. The fact that my brain, that used to be so sharp, now fails me. But anyway, to answer the question, if I'm going to go to specific moments, very specific moments, I would probably start with Nsukka as a whole.
Yeah.
Not that the time that I spent there was a waste, but I feel like I spent 5 years in Nsukka for a course that I could have done in 2.5 years, if that makes
Where?
sense.
In Nigeria.
No, not like there was somebody offering for 2.5 years. I'm saying the body of knowledge that I accrued could have been
Body of knowledge that you waiting.
that I accrued. Like the body of knowledge that I gathered.
Mazi
Could have-
Oxford.
Relax. I feel like it could have easily been chalked down into 2 or 3 years, and then we'll get on our way, if that makes sense. There wasn't really any need to keep us there for 5 years, if that makes sense. Yeah, and to be fair, I can't really go into this one I didn't say it. I can't really go into this one mainly due to the fact that I would I would spiral into complaining about the Nigerian education system due to the fact that it's just very exhausting at times.
I get you.
Yeah, like go back to when in secondary school I probably spent this is probably time. This is actually a good example of time wasted. But it wasn't done in my 20s. It was probably done when I was probably like 16 or 17. But do you know the amount of time and hours I spent copying biology notes and drawing grasshopper? Do you know? Like, do you know?
Do you know I still did that in first year?
And how has that enabled me to learn anything? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. There's it hasn't really. It's just been a colossal waste of time. Honestly, it's just been that's been it. So basically, UNN, the COVID lockdown was a bit of a waste of time for me because I was in the same house for quite a while. Then, what else? You mentioned something about clubs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so with things like clubs, I'll probably give you like a small example. There was this day, I think I was probably maybe 22 or 23 or maybe 24. I'd finished with Nsukka, and it was somebody's birthday party. Yeah, and I and my guy were invited to the birthday party at the club. So it was a bit of a social obligation. So we had to go. Not like we had to go, but we felt like we had to go. So I remember very late, probably around 11 p.m., maybe, or am I even saying 11? Probably like 1 a.m. We got in the Uber and we were driving to the club because then we weren't driving. When we see, I've lost this wager, so I'm just going to keep talking. See, I've said it like 100 times. I'm sorry.
I don't even know why I bother with counting. It's just 6 now. Don't worry. It's just 6.
No. I'm going to start saying because like 100 times. So allow me to talk. Because what in the failure is this? If my mother sees this, Jesus. Bro, 30 minutes I've said because like 10 times. Haba.
Don't worry, I don't count that last one. Don't worry.
I know they do it again.
I'm kind like that. It's already like it's 6 points to nothing. So
but have you actually not said because?
Just once. You're doing it again. This is 7, but
no. I'm conceded now. Like I'm lost.
Okay.
Yeah,
No. It's just I said it just once.
And I didn't even spot it.
That's the thing. You missed it. It was like the first 15 minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
I said it once, and then I caught myself. there was a pause.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. And there's a way around this, but I'm not going to
You
be
know what?
revealing trade secrets here. This is for
Ah,
my amusement.
you know what should walk in.
No, now, no, now.
I don't know. It's such a vital part of my vocab. Anyway, keep answering. So we're at the back of the Uber. Why I remember this thing particularly well was mainly due to I've still playing.
Pakibia.
Was mainly due to the fact that it was the Uber guy that woke us up when we got to the club. Like we were at the back of the Uber sleeping.
Wait, I'm confused.
Did you
You
understand?
guys haven't even gotten to the party, but you're sleeping.
We never enter. We never reach club. We never reach club. We just did back of Uber. They sleep. The person, when he listens to this, he knows himself. So, but we were exhausted. I think, bro, we're working Monday to Friday, guy. Then Friday night, after you've worked your ass off, you now get inside Uber and we go into club. So, we were at the back. Both of us slept off. Got to the club. The Uber guy woke us up to get out of his car. We got into the club, and I just remember that day. And just in the morning, I was just questioning my life choices, questioning everything I've ever stood for. Like why? Like I was just exhausted. So thinking about clubs as a whole, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, like, there have been a few ones where I go and I'm like, this is the best day of my life. But a lot of the times I've spent, a lot of the times I've spent in the club have been colossal waste of time. And I'm not even like, if people want to fight me. But a lot, like a truckload of it has been.
See, since we're on this B, I told someone before that I would rather have, like, throw a house party, have a house party, or a get together than going to a club.
Bro.
Majorly on the grounds of putting my happiness in the hands of a total stranger.
Yeah.
When I say total stranger, I mean the DJ. I mean the bartender. I mean the other people in the club.
Fair enough.
Every single thing now that is going to determine your enjoyment of that 2 to 3 hours rides on all these other factors. And it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Imagine being an Afrobeats or an Alte music lover, and you get into the club, and for some reason the DJ just likes trap. So
50 cents.
You get so sound after sound after sound after sound is just when the rooms it was like, come on now.
To fact, you need to have some control over, like, your turn up.
That's it. That's just it for me. So
But
I'd rather just be in, like, our space where you can play songs or whatever, judging by the mood of everyone. Like, at some points the volume comes down because maybe I'm aging backwards or anything, no, but there's there's a level that it gets to, and it's just too loud, too much, too everything, and I can't help it. I immediately log off. Maybe it's the introverted side of me, but the social battery just dies down.
It just dies off,
ASAP, and I start wishing that I ignored the text. Wagwan. We outside.
But it is that, that because it's just a bit like the discourse on the Nigerian education system. This is another fully fledged, full course discourse on its own. Like the whole clubbing, nightlife, kini. So let me not add fuel to this fire. Let me just let's just move on because
You can hear the mob coming. Yeah,
yeah, I'm telling you,
they are coming. Like, I
I
know
don't
they
get
are
energy.
coming.
So let me see if I can ask you a few more questions before we decide to take off because this episode, me, I don't even understand how I failed. Like the failure is still paining me. I just want to go and sleep because
No, it feels good to have you
how
begin the
can
year with an
can I
L.
start the year like this
That's not aha.
in front of everybody?
You began the year with an L. So,
Ah, do you know my problem is I'm a bit of a linguist myself. Do you know that? That's my
ay, 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 ay. Ah, ay, ay, ay.
how can I in wake of the fact as a consequence of
Ah,
in
ah.
view of the fact how
One,
can I now go and fail?
one. This just goes to prove that when it comes to English, you are not on my level.
Hey, which guy which I don't go use my head commit
So,
today. 'Cause,
so take your L in peace and then live to fight another day. Okay?
bro, I've suffered. I think it's just I think I'm just tired. I think it's just a concentration thing.
Ah,
Because
ah.
I just need to isolate this word and just say that I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
Anyway, let me ask you another question.
yeah.
What did I just ask you? I asked you things that you thought was
Total
a waste
waste.
of time, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do like two questions in one. I'm basically just going to ask you the things you were like the opposite, like the things you were glad you were able to do. I think you've already covered that, so just give us like a quick because I know you said how they were all like you were all glad about the years and stuff. So basically I want to know which of the things you did that you didn't consider a total waste of time or you were glad you were able to do it. Then if there's anything that because time don't they finish. So if there's
Yeah.
anything you feel like before you leave the 20s gang, when before you leave us guys we're done young, we're day young. If there's anything you feel like you wish you did or you still want to be able to do, then or things you still hope to do, then this is your
Okay.
time.
No. Oh, okay. First. So, things that I'm happy that I did. My medical school story is something that I know we'll dive into later in the year.
Wait.
But
Say, what was that? What did you say?
I said my medical school story
Say that again. Say that
is
again.
something
Say that
that
again.
my medical school story.
Doctor,
Nice one, nice one, nice one.
doctor, they will never forget.
Do you get? So that's something that I know we'll dive into proper like way into the year.
Yeah.
But that is one aspect of my 20s that I am so glad that I got to do. I am mainly glad that I listened to my dad and family. And when I
Yeah.
mean family, I also mean close friends that turned family that understood and helped steer me in the direction of going back to get it, even after the glitch and the hiccup. So
Yeah.
it wasn't now a thing of that's then you're considering where everyone else, your peers, and what they are doing, and how far they would leave you behind. And it was just glaring. I think that's another thing I also want to talk about. The internet, basically. The internet just shows you a lot of things that you wouldn't have seen on the usual.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing everyone else's progress. And
Yeah.
I couldn't help but think that, oh, I'm taking too long on this. Is this really
Yeah.
sensible? Is this really worth it? shouldn't I cut my losses and just jump ship? And toughening it out through my 20s and finally coming out and becoming a doctor, it wiped off the years of doubt, confusion, and everything. It's, you know how they say, you just need that big win to wipe out your losses. I beg you, my sporty brothers, I'm not talking about that kind of big win, but you just need that big win to wipe out your losses. And that big win for me in my 20s was getting through a medical school and coming out as a doctor. So if there's one thing that I am happy that I did in my 20s, it's not giving up, not abandoning my dream, not abandoning the hustle, and seeing medical school through. Because last, I'm a doctor now, and all that drama, all the trauma, all the confusion is way behind me, and I'm way past it. So yes, I'm happy for that one. Then the second part of your question is there something that I would want to do? I'm going to rephrase this. It's not something I would want to do, but something I would want to be done to me before I leave this.
Pause.
Nah. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your Get your mind out of the gutter now. Come on.
I didn't say anything, I swear.
Come on now. You're bigger than this.
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
Oi, hold up. So
I'm not good at this. I continue.
basically,
Yeah.
I haven't had a surprise party. Yeah, surprise birthday party or anything. I haven't had a surprise party. So this is me putting it out there that it's something that I would want to see or enjoy before I leave the 20s phase. I don't know why I want to see it before I leave the 20s phase, but it's just something I realize I have the energy for right now.
Yeah.
So I just want to see or enjoy that whole thing. That's it.
No, well, last, if you just throw them, then act surprised.
Do you get like that? Because that's literally how birthdays go in a weird sense. Yeah, you already know that okay, it's your day that is coming up, and people have already started asking you, "Waiting be your plans, waiting be your plans, waiting be your plans." So you don't really make plans before that day. Then that day now you wake up, people have started calling you by 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and then you now have to now act all surprised, like you get like this person even got me a gift. I mean, I knew
it
I
was
would
coming.
get a gift from you. But
I think that's the best part, bro. You do birthday, you even invite musicians, but you act shocked, like so fully surprised. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's I think that answers the question. I think
over to you.
I think that covers what you said. For me, let me even remember the question. The question was things that went a total waste of time. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like probably the times I spent trying out new things, and and probably in relation to my things like vices, I feel like I have a lot of clarity on my vices. So the things that I tell you that I'm not doing is because I know I'm not doing it. Like I've found out, and it's not for me. And the things I'm doing. The things I'm not doing. Like I'm not torn. It's not like except obviously there's some other vices that will come with, but the things that I feel like I can explore now, I probably have, and you can't really pressure me into getting into, like, there's no uncertainty, like, oh, maybe if I try this, I would like it, or all those kind. Like, I'm sure
Can you
where
give us
my
an example? You're too political with this thing now.
I'll never confess my sins in public. You see, this political, I go political with my chest. all all I can say is that I have clarity on my vices, and that was as a result of that. That's purely as a result of my early 20s, I guess. So it's just good. It's good knowing yourself like that. But to be fair, this isn't me endorsing people to go try new things, because you might try it and find out that you like it, that you're now stuck there, if that makes sense. So I'm not advising, like, follow me, but
Just use your head. That's all.
I said just use your head, because
your
it's
head.
not it's not me you're listening to. But I like the level of clarity that comes with knowing exactly what you stand for and what you don't stand for, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
So
does.
that wasn't, because it's a bit like this club thing now. Like, yes, colossal waste of time sometimes, but now you know that it's not your thing.
Yeah.
You still find me there, before somebody will steal me. Because if you catch me inside club, you turn your face. But now I know the clubbing I enjoy. Like, I know
Yeah.
the setting, I know the locations, and I know the people. If that makes sense, I know, like,
Yeah.
what it is that I would actually like, not just to walk into some random ass place and just be doing things. So, what's the other one? Something I would
Want
still.
to do before the end of the 20s.
Oh, okay. This one, I'm probably not going to do it, but it's something that, thinking back, I think that I should have probably
Be
just
married.
done. No, that will not be done before my 20s.
Ah.
Do not show my mother this one, though, because
Ah.
but that would not be done.
He didn't even hesitate.
That
It
would not be
just came
done.
out like that.
No, no.
Ah.
You know me, I do projections at times, and the things I've projected, um, let's just say thank God that I'm not the first son like you. But but there's this is random, yeah, but I always wanted to, not like to be fair, I always wanted to, but I thought about what the specifics would be, and I didn't feel like I could commit to the stress that came with it. But I always wanted to have some sort of page, or like even like this podcast, but some sort of Twitter page or Instagram page, or like some content page that purely discussed Fantasy Premier League. It's random, I know, but it's something I've been playing FPL for like the past 10 years, and I'm probably like a mini league semi king for people that play with me. Like, I play it a lot, and I'm quite good at it, and I have nuggets. Like, I could probably make a page out of it, and it will make sense, and I know people that would listen to it and all that stuff. But it's the 38 game weeks in a year, and even because even most Twitter, like most pages I follow, like even outside of the Premier League season, like preseason games, they are putting out content and YouTube videos on, following up. It's just, I thought about it, and it was way too much work for me to just do casual. Like, for this pod, I can do it because it's very casual and it's fun for me, and I don't have actual commitment, and it's once every 10 days. That one is every week. Some Premier League, like this Christmas, there was football weeks every 3 days.
And you know they're
So
like double game weeks.
again, double game weeks and everything. So, but it was just, it's something I know that there's a community for it, and it would have, because even from the small mini league groups I have on WhatsApp, like it's I don't know. I think now it's like, if I started it like maybe 7-8 years ago, I would probably wouldn't have regretted it now, if that makes sense. But
True, true.
that's too much energy now and stuff. So that is, I think, to be fair, I think we've gone through all the possible questions, except you have question because I just the answer question. I just they ask question to divert from the fact that I was using the word that we should not be using, but I
And you've
failed.
lost. No, you've already lost
No,
this with that. That's
it's a total colossal failure. I'm not proud of myself.
so you talk say you're not gonna marry before you turn 30.
Do you know when I'm turning 30? That's not this guy.
No, no, no. I'm just asking.
Nah, I'm not getting married before 30, bro.
Okay,
You go marry before 30.
maybe that.
Anyway, I know your mother now. I go call her. I go tell her.
You say it like I don't know your mom.
Yeah, but my mom will be okay with it.
Will she?
Like, we're not. The gun I'm wielding, like, mine is a bazooka. Yours is just normal knife. Because you
Pause.
tell my mother that her fourth son isn't getting married before 30. She'll take it on the chin. You understand? But, you see, Diopala, that's how I'll stop. That is where I'll stop. So, any more questions before I run away and take
Just
this L?
yeah, something real quick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that we're looking at 20s that have flown by
Mm-hmm.
or are flying by, is there anything that you feel like you would do better in your 30s, or things that you feel like you'd handle better in your 30s than you handled in your 20s? This one's too philosophical for you.
It's not too philosophical. It's just that most of those things are things that I feel like I'm already handling better, like, like your temper or
Yeah.
how you just, like, now my reaction to anything is to first sit down, like like you tell me something, I take a seat wherever I am. I just sit down. It could be in the middle of the road, but I would just sit down. So I feel like, because before, maybe like 5-6 years ago, you're thinking like, okay, yeah, let's go do it. Like, your first impression is to spring into action or something. Now it's more like you take a step back. So I don't even know if I should say that will be an improvement in my 30s, because there's a point where you keep taking a step back and it even becomes too much. So you still have to find the balance in it. But the 30s will probably be all about family, I guess.
Yeah.
So even if you're not talking about creating one or making one yourself, but obviously giving more time to them, talking about like your parents and your siblings and all that.
Yeah.
So that's something that you probably didn't do well enough in your 20s. If you did your 20s how I imagine you did your 20s, then you probably didn't make that much time for family, or you didn't feel it was that important to, even if it's just to randomly pick up the phone and call, or maybe even from the support, because in my 20s it was more of them supporting me. But now you can say that you can support them as well. So it's that's probably where the pendulum is swinging now. So it's more about more time, more support, and you just taking up that role of a man. As I know it's the 21st century, it's 2025, so we don't even suppose they talk role of a man. But
No, just please.
but I won't go down that hole. I'm sorry, I won't. But it's how do I put it? It's just that's just where it's swinging to. So
I get
more
you,
responsibility. Yeah.
because it's, to be fair, the early 20s and part of it up until like the mid 20s. The early 20s is a very selfish year, a very selfish phase. Yeah. So it was more of trying to figure yourself out. It's more of trying to find out what works for you, what you're into, what you're not into. So life basically revolves around you. Most of the choices you're making is with your best interest at heart. So even when you're listening to advice from people you're checking how they made you feel. It's not really about the message. It's always about the messenger and why they feel like they can talk to you. It's a very selfish phase.
Yeah.
Getting into this one now, because we're nearing the end of the 20s. So you can see now that you've still not seen a change in your attitude and everything, like you said, because you've woken up and you're leaving the selfish phase. So now you're now in that selfless phase of your life. So now you now understand that, okay, other things take priority to me. I should be more concerned about how my reactions, my actions affect the ones I care about first, then the world at large. So you now take conscious efforts into making sure that whatever you're doing is the best thing that you could have done in that situation.
Precisely.
Because we've lived lives of regret. To be fair,
what was that statement?
we've lived lives. Like, I mean, now you.
Please don't say like that.
Okay, sorry. There are probably things that you. Like, for example, now what I'm saying.
Regrets. Jesus.
Okay, it's too deep, yeah.
I
But
swear.
well, okay, let me douse it down a bit. For example, now let's say fights, okay? Fist fights. Now, for example, let's say for people that have been in fist fights where whatever was said, once one small argument starts like this, the next thing you're doing is
punches.
squaring up, and then you get throwing punches. Now you've now noticed that you're not about that life anymore, because you probably, when you look back at those things, you don't like that version of yourself. You don't like what you did then. You don't like the way you handled situations then. So, to be fair, you regret those times. You really wish you could have done things differently. So you're now making those conscious efforts now to now do it differently. Now, that's what I mean by living a life of regret. I'm not saying that we're on a proper bend.
I get you. It's just the way the line, we've lived lives of regret, bro. It sounded like came out of the jungle, shot, killed the whole village, came out to remember. Bro. But I get you. Don't worry, I get you. Anyway, I feel like we need to. I just want to end this L chapter that I've taken today and go home and regroup, because this is not the year. This is not the way I want to start the year. But I don't know. I feel like this was a bit on the freestyle side, because I was just talking about me thinking too much, and this is where we ended up. So I think it's time for us to say goodbye to the guests, or to the listeners, or whoever is still listening up until this point. And the next episode we'll probably have, I don't know, I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself now, but I'm just going to say it now so that I do it. But next episode I want to have a guest on this one, on this pod. So I'm just putting myself on that pressure now so that we make it work. So this was the first episode of the year. We're just getting started, just talking about what's going on in our heads, then moving forward, get more people on, and probably not explore our heads too much and start exploring other people's heads. And I think that's everything I need to say.
So guys,
don't
worry, I'm here. So guys, before we end this episode, like we said earlier, it's good to be back. We missed you guys, and we hope that if you've made it till this minute in this episode, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope that you took things out of this episode, and if you didn't, here are some things that we would want you to know. In as much as the 20s are coming to an end, you've tried. You've put in work. You've made things happen. you are not under any kind of pressure. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're working on, take your time and trust that we're rooting for you.
See, I swear, Una get luck says karate here because left to me, ha. If you like, give up. Think it's fine. See, just a give proper serenades of encouragement. It's like that anyway.
And to those that are still entering, to those that are coming into the 20s now, I beg, use your head. There are certain things that other people have done and they can share them as experiences. And there are other people that couldn't make it out of those things. So even as you want to explore, even as you want to have fun, in quotes, even as you want to see life, even as you want chop life, they very careful, make life no chop you.
You know what's even making me laugh here? You know, this thing you just said about those that are just coming into the like 20s, yeah?
Yeah.
I saw this guy's this 4 years don't work out picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Belly now. Yeah. I saw Belly's post. And he said the caption is I don't tire, man. I just laugh because he just is fat. Person will just come out to Zuka. Say I don't tire, man. You never see anything. But anyway, let's not drag this any further. Thank you guys for listening up to this moment. We will see you in
Wait, fire gone for me. Now me win wager. Fire gone for me.
See, you see, this is now why I want to end this.
Fire
I want
gone.
I want to sharply end them before they go embarrass me further.
Fire gone now.
Okay.
Don't be a sore loser.
Reluctantly, to the man who won the wager.
Hey, Ibanda.
Nah, you're having too much fun with this, man. But did you even say because at all? Did you even say it?
No, I did.
Nah, that's insane. That is, to be fair,
You just know that you lost, so that's all that matters.
Hats off to you. Like, you didn't even struggle with that, man. I was fighting for my life. My brain couldn't handle any of that at all. I'll give you your credit, no problem. In fact, collect that on that one.
Hey. At least we know that English is your kryptonite now. So.
Hey, guys. Good night, everybody. see you in 10 days.